But in terms of the spawning there, these sorts of events that you might run into,
Hello, my friends. How we doing? Happy Sunday. How's your day been? You should have music now. You having a nice chill Sunday? A bit of time to yourself, a bit of time to unwind. Although I guess it's Saturday night for some of you probably. But you know what? You can't have everything. You can try. But what have you been up to Sunday? Not a whole lot. I've just been sitting around applying for jobs all day. You know how that goes. It's not particularly fun. Spends a lot of your time doing it. But what else is new? We got a few things coming up in the next few weeks. A few friends have got their debuts. Next weekend, we've got Thanksgiving, and we've also got Kira Aurora's new debut for his model. So that's going to be awesome. Absolutely amazing. Kira's fantastic. The weekend after that, we've got, same weekend actually, we've got Osnaren's charity stream coming up next weekend as well on Sunday. So that'll also be good. He's absolutely crazy, but good fun. A couple of weekends after that, we got Oz's debut. And then my debut. I'll give you the date soon. Hey, Zepfox, how you doing? Why is my screen putting that off the screen? Hang on a second. Chat's like just cutting off for me, so I just gotta... How you doing, dude? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Is it Sunday for you too? Oh yeah, Max 2 was just pushed off the screen. That's stupid. There we go. That makes more sense. You good? Just chilling a tad with League Worlds on the side? Oh, nice. Just a few hours ahead of you. Are you Singapore as well, Zepfox? Or are you Malaysia or Philippines or something? It's all basically the same time zone, right? Singapore 2? Nice. That's cool. So we got today another snack box. We haven't done this for a little while. We haven't built a keyboard for a little while either. But good to get back into this stuff. Always fun. So we got, what have I got in the box today? Yeah, I don't know. It's a Boxu snack box. Very orange, as usual. You can hear some stuff inside there shaking around. Maybe don't shake it too hard. Maybe the chips will break. But we got, this is the November box from Boxu. Cha-Cha Tea Time. Unfortunately for me, that name seems to suggest a lot of matcha. I'm not a fan of matcha, really. So it's unfortunate for me, but maybe good for Geary. So what do we have here? There's not too much green, so maybe we're all right. Cha-Cha Tea Time. Experience one of Japan's famous traditions, Sudo, or the Japanese tea ceremony. Steeped in meaning and history, the custom is rooted in the principles of harmony, respect, and tranquility between the guest, host, and nature. This month, we've curated a variety of snacks that bring a sense of calm when enjoyed with a piping hot cup of tea. Maybe not matcha then. Cha-Cha is about calm then, or the tea ceremony. So we've got tea ceremony snacks. Maybe the camera will focus in a second. There we go. We got food from Niigata, Nagano, Kyoto, Fukuoka, Kumamoto, Nara, Osaka, Tokyo, and Okinawa. Look at that spread from all across Japan, just not from Hokkaido, not from the very north, right? It's like snacks that goes well with tea. Yeah, I think so. Couple of words for us. Yunomi means a Japanese teacup. Kyusu means a teapot. QK means rest. Yuge means steam. We could do with some QK. Everyone needs some QK, eh? Some rest. It's very bright. Actually, that's probably all right without the extra lighting on there, actually. QK for months. Resting for life. Oh. Well, I saw that on the screen straight away. That's, we're starting off with a disaster. Wasabi-flavored pistachio snacks. Every savory pistachio is coated with a thin layer of spicy wasabi for an irresistible snack that wakes up your taste buds. Though these flavored pistachios might not be an obvious choice when picking a snack to pair with tea, these spicy nuts are not for the faint of heart. Great, we get to start with wasabi. If we can find them. These spicy nuts. I don't like wasabi. That's the next one. Yeah, you spy a hojicha latte. Yep. All right. So we got wasabi pistachios here. I love pistachios. I'm not a fan of wasabi though. So God help me. A little bit of spicy smell, It reminds you, your colleague brought back some rice crackers from Japan and it's a gacha between soy sauce or wasabi flavor. You died when you had wasabi. That's, yeah, it's death, isn't it? All right. Smells a little spicy. Let's cross your fingers, guys. Luckily, the flavor doesn't last too long. It's a crispy coating. It's got that quick, smoky wasabi burn on the tongue. But it is nice and crispy. It's got a really nice texture, but it's not too bad when the burn doesn't last for too long. But the thing about wasabi burn is it's just like light on the tip of your tongue. It's like a really smoky burn. Almost like, you know the feeling when you've just taken a sip of tea that's too hot, like, or coffee that's way too hot, and so the tip of your tongue is burning, and like the very tip of your tongue is scalded, like you've just touched your tongue and then you've spat out the hot tea or hot coffee or whatever, but your tongue's still burnt. That's the wasabi burn. This one's not too bad though. It's not too bad. It's a strong spicy wasabi taste, but it doesn't last for too long, which is nice. And it's got a nice crispiness behind it. The pistachio through it is nice. I think I could actually eat all of these. I think I actually don't mind this one. That's not bad. Not too bad, even as far as wasabi goes. Right, it definitely woke my taste buds up. Gotta have some of my White Claw to chase it down though. I don't know that a pineapple flavor is really gonna match with it, but hey, that's too bad. I don't really know what was in it. What's next? Have you had much else wasabi? You should have seen the other week. The first time I really tried wasabi in some of these chips a few months ago was just like these wasabi chips, and they smelt just like normal potato chips. And then you bite it and it's just like a super strong wasabi hit, and it lasted for ages. And it was horrible. It was horrible. There was also a time where I bought what I thought was Wagyu steak chips, but what I actually, because I'm pretty sure there was like Wagyu steak chips there as well, but I picked the wrong one off the shelf on special. And and when I bit into it, I was like, that burns. Why does that burn? Why do Wagyu chips burn? Well, it turns out it was wasabi steak. So, yeah, that was fun. Those chips went right in the bin. I still didn't actually find out whether they actually did have Wagyu steak or if I'm just really incapable of reading. Kohakuka Uragoshi Kanten guava, made with fresh guava grown in Okinawa. This jelly candy springs with each bite. Pro tip, enjoy it chilled and be sure to eat the edible wrapper. Well, I don't know about chilled, but sure, I'll eat the wrapper when I find it. I mean, we got 2, I think. I think this might be it. It looks like it might be it. Oh no, it's the see-through one. It's this one. This is something else. Maybe we've only got one of these ones. Yeah, they love steak wasabi. Look, they just love wasabi on everything, right? It's more than steak and wasabi. It's just, yeah, wasabi. Wasabi power, you know? Got a little bit springy. Little jelly cube. A bit of an edible plastic wrapper for some reason. Nice bit of a fruity smell. I've really had anything guava flavored for a long time. That's not too bad. The edible wrapper is something you definitely see often in Asian snacks. Yeah, absolutely. I see it a lot with like mochi in these boxes. And I think it's kind of like because I don't want you to get... It's so that you don't get sticky fingers so much, I guess. And so it doesn't like slightly melt and stick to the rest of the wrapper and everything. If you've got like the edible wrapper between the plastic wrapper and the actual snack, it's not going to melt and stick to the actual wrapper, which just becomes a pain in the ass when you try to open it, right? That's probably it. So that was not too bad. Josobi Okoshi Matcha. This crunchy morsel is an okoshi, a snack with a history of more than 1,000 years that's similar to a Rice Krispie treat. One bite is all you need to taste the deep flavors of matcha green tea. Yay, matcha! Yay, matcha! But it's like a Rice Krispie treat. It's got like a very little Rice Krispie snack, basically. Nice little wrapper. Yeah, it just looks like a Rice Krispie square. Just green. That's pretty nice. Still not a huge fan of the matcha flavor. It turns out it's not just the graininess of the matcha tea, it's the flavor itself I'm not a huge fan of. But it's mostly rice and it's like a sticky syrup with matcha flavor to hold it together instead of being like powdered matcha and stuff. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a bitterish taste to matcha. There is. But it's sort of... Matcha has like a... It has an earthier taste to it, right? Compared to like a lot of other teas. And so it's like... I don't know how else to describe it other than an earthy taste. Yeah, that's it. Don't know how to describe it either. Yeah. Like a flowery taste? No, that's not it. Star of Niigata, Amakara rice crackers. We're seeing stars with these delectable rice crackers. Each tiny senbei are coated in soy sauce sweetened with sugar for the ultimate Amakara sweet and salty flavor party in your mouth. I love rice. I love senbei. I love rice crackers. This is what we got. It looks like... They look almost like puffed rice snacks. Almost like... kind of popcorny, I guess. Cute little stars. A little bit of a soy sauce smell, not super strong. So it's a bit puffed like, a little like the corn snacks. Puffed like a Cheeto. But a little bit crunchier than a Cheeto, not as soft and dissolving as a Cheeto is. The soy sauce is so nice though. The flavor is so good. We just eat these all day. Yum, yum, yum. Sometimes you get a snack in here and you're just like, there's not enough of them. I need to have more. Chestnut stuff. No, this one's not chestnut. That one probably is. This is just a senbei. Soy sauce with sugar. The next one, the chestnut waffle cookie though. Lightly flavored chestnut cream is sandwiched between two crispy buttery biscuits for a lovely tea time accompaniment. I fucking love these things. These little waffle cookies are so good. They've got like a crispy shortbread waffle biscuit on the outside, and then it's got like a creamy, it's got a cream on the inside. And so I've had it with like a yuzu cream. I've had a matcha cream inside, a chocolate coffee cream. Really nice. So it's got like, you can sort of see, it's like a shortbread cookie on the outside, and then the inside is for this one is a chestnut cream. So you can see there. Chestnut stuff's usually got a really nice like caramelized flavor. You can see all of that. It's like a slightly orange cream. It looks really yellow in the camera, and that's way too bright. Holy shit. Looks slightly yellow, but it's more of like an orangish cream. Don't know if you can smell the sniffing, but that smells really good. And the biscuit just crumbles like a nice shortbread does. These are so good. And that taste is so good. The chestnut flavor is really light, but really nice. I love these waffle cookies. Every time I see them in the box, it's like, yes, it's going to be a good box. We got at least one guaranteed good snack in it. Yum, 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 yum. What's next? Scone? It says it's a scone. I don't know about a scone. Treberagu spice curry flavor. This addicting corn snack highlights the cumin, coriander, and turmeric spices found in your favorite curry for an unforgettable umami or savory taste. I don't know about scone. It doesn't look like a scone. It looks like a twisty. But I love their curry snacks too. These ones. Oh, big bag of them. What does it say? Cho very good. Savory and spiciness with flavorful vegetables like an illusion. It is like a curry flavored twisties. Really nice. These are going to be good, I can tell. Unless they're like some of the other curry snacks that I've had, where the flavor disappears really quick. Like a bag that is like twisties, yeah. This camera's really hypersaturating any yellows, hey? But looks pretty good. It's like a pale orange. Like oh, it's got a good curry smell. The whole bag smells like when you walk past an Indian restaurant and you got that nice fresh curry flavor. Mmm, that's nice. The flavor seems to go all the way through them. It's not just surface, not just first bite. So that's nice. That's nice. Now these lights might turn on again for a second. They're so bright though. Let me just check something. Let me just check something on the color balance, eh? Well, no, it doesn't want to let me change any settings, apparently. That's fine. We'll deal with it later. Hey, Megu, it's breakfast time. We got snacks for breakfast. You want some? We got chestnut flavored waffle cookies. We got wasabi pistachios. And we have curry crackers. They're like twisties, but curry flavor. Delicious. How you doing today, Megu? Pretty strong flavor on that. Do the curry crackers? Yeah, they're good. The wasabi pistachios weren't actually too bad. They were actually all right. They got a nice crunch to them. Makes the wasabi flavor tolerable. You sure are going? That's something at least. I've been sitting around applying for jobs all day. That's always fun. What's next in the list? Alfort mini chocolate chestnuts. More chestnuts. Rich chocolate envelops individual cookies in this classic Japanese snack. For this limited edition version, the chocolate is infused with the flavor of chestnuts, a popular ingredient during autumn. Yes, these. We've got a box. Oh, these look like my favorite little biscuits with the massive amounts of chocolate coating the cracker. I mean, I think fall is chestnut season in Japan, right? And we're right in the middle of fall. Well, almost at the end of fall, technically, I guess. Oh, we got a wrapper in a box. That has golden wrapper. It's like a Willy Wonka golden ticket. I hope you have a good Sunday, Megu. No, they're all out of alignment. See, I tried to open it neatly to get them so they wouldn't go everywhere. Well, what do we have? Like a tray of little chocky bickies. Oh, these look good. We got a wrapper in a wrapper in a wrapper. Got like a tiny little cookie cracker. This is like, look at that. like the size of my thumb, the top knuckle of my thumb, right? Really tiny, quaint even. Coated in a pale brown chocolate, like a nice milk chocolate. It's a good chocolate biscuit ratio. It is, isn't it? Must have some amazing presentation. Wrappers under wrappers. Amazing, but not very, and they haven't caught on to environmentally friendliness. Zephyx? Not yet. There is quite a lot of chocolate to biscuit. How thick is the biscuit, though? Yeah, even the thickness is pretty good. It's not sunk too far into the chocolate, making it thin. These are really nice. Biscuit's got a little bit of a graininess to it. You can definitely taste the chestnut flavor. But it's nice and creamy chocolate on top of it. That's really nice. I go down to Aldi and I buy the chocolates that look just like this. They're like big biscuits. They're probably like this, like that big. They look just similar to this. They just got like a massive block of chocolate, and underneath there's just like a standard coffee biscuit underneath there. And they're so good. They're my favorite chocolate biscuits. And they're so cheap because, well, they're at Aldi. And everything's cheap at Aldi. Just about. You want biscuits now? I'll send some of these over for you, Megu. It'll be in an envelope and they'll get there in maybe 3 weeks. Oh, we got a cake. We got a cake. Is it going to be a good cake or is it going to be a dry cake? We're sort of 50-50 on those in these boxes. Honey Castella cake. A classic festival highlight in Japan, this fluffy Castella cake is flavored with honey for a satisfying treat. And a fun fact, the cake itself was brought to Japan by Portuguese merchants in the 16th century. Bless me, thank you. Here is our honey Castella cake. Through the wrapper, it looks promising. But you can't really tell how moist these cakes are until you actually get to it, right? Because these are like long-term preserved things, they can be really dry. Soft, quite springy. A light honey smell, that's not too bad. How does it tear? Sort of sticks a little bit. I think we'll be all right. Feels pretty moist. A little bit of like a sheen on my thumb after touching it. That's good. That's good. Just right. Yum, 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 yum. I love it when we get a good cake in there. We don't get ripped off. There was one of them that was so dry that I actually couldn't swallow it because it just stuck everywhere in your mouth. That was a while ago. Not gonna be sure about this one when we get there. Kurumi walnut mochi. Chopped walnuts are kneaded right into this soft mochi. It's faint notes of soy sauce that pair well with its sugar coating, creating a slight umami. Faint notes of soy sauce. Interesting. It's not those. That's a cracker. Is it this? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. I'm not really sold on walnuts myself. I'm not a huge fan of the texture of them. And texture's a pretty big thing for when I'm eating things. Flavor is one thing, but texture's pretty big. If the texture's bad, but the flavor's good, I can't eat it. If the texture's bad, but the flavor's not great, I could probably still eat it. Like those wasabi crackers, the texture's really good. I could probably still eat it. With some walnut mochi, nice and squishy. It's mochi, it doesn't really smell of much, but I'm not sure about the crunchy texture. The slightly crunchy texture, because walnut's got like, it's a crunchy texture, but it's also like a soft, crunchy texture. You know what I mean? Where like it crunches, but it also sort of sinks into it a little softly. That's walnut, and I'm not sold on that texture. Having that inside like the gummy texture of mochi is a little bit off-putting. Like, the mochi tastes really good, but then when you bite into it and you get like a hard bit, not my jam, not my jam. Texture is so big. Texture's one of the reasons why some people can't eat calamari, right? Or can't eat squid. Is just because the sort of springy, rubbery texture is too much for them. And it's also one of the reasons why like a good hokey pokey is my favorite ice cream flavor, because you got like the softness of the cream, the soft and creaminess of the ice cream, and then you've got like the crunch thrown in between with the hokey pokey, like honeycomb bits or toffee bits or whatever it is. And then you got like syrup and all of that through it. So it's the change in texture that really makes it good for me, but sometimes it's just not ideal. So let's move on from that one and hopefully make our mouths happy with a Tyrolean cream roll cookie, vanilla. Since it debuted in 1962, this roll cookie has been baked according to a traditional Austrian recipe with fresh milk and butter. Excited for you to try its popular vanilla flavor. That sounds delicious, doesn't it? Doesn't that look amazing? And sound amazing? Just like, I'm imagining just like a, yeah, like almost like a waffle texture on the outside and then just a cream on the inside like this. It's like a cigar. It's like those little cigars that, what do they actually get like in some places, maybe Italian cafes, they actually have like dessert cigars, which are similar to this, but they're like a lot longer and the same thickness. And they're made to look like cigars, but they're really just like this. They're like a cookie or a cake roll with this. Not quite like a, like an eclair or a castella, or a, what's the other one? A cannoli? There's fillings. They're like filled with cream or filled with chocolate or filled with a ganache or something similar. That's a nice crumbly waffle biscuit. Oh, that's so good. You know, like your waffle just peels, layers just peel right off. That's what you want. That's what you want. Then we got Kyoto Matcha Waffle Sandwich. This wispy waffle sandwich is perfectly golden, with smooth cream that marries sweet white chocolate with slightly bitter matcha green tea from Kyoto in the inside. White chocolate with matcha. That might be good. Nice little waffle. That's a lot of cream filling. And quite a thin waffle, hey. Look at the solidly green cream spill out the sides there. Where you got the nice golden color on the waffle. A softer matcha smell, not too bad, not too bad. Breaks really nicely. Look at that on the inside. The matcha cream just sort of spills out the sides. Is that the crumbly sort of crunch that there was on the waffle, the other waffle? On the cigar-like one? And it's a strong matcha flavor. Definitely overpowers the white chocolate in there. It's a very strong matcha flavor. I can eat it, but it's a really powerful aftertaste too. The crunch on the waffle is really good though. And the creaminess is nice, but yeah, you love grass flavor? We're all rabbits here apparently, Megu. Maybe we could just feed Hero with matcha. He's a rabbit. Rabbits like grass. Doesn't everything else on this page look pretty good? Nanko Ume Plum Gummies. Made with pureed Nanko Ume, a specific type of Japanese plum from the Wakayama prefecture. These gummies are subtly sweet with a gooey center. A gooey center for the gummies. I have like berry gummies, Starburst gummies that have like a berry flavor and then like almost like a jam on the inside, and they're really nice. But what about a pureed ume plum center? We'll see, we'll see. Look just like nice little gummies. Quite soft, spongy, a little bit of sugary dusting on the outside. It's got a nice smell, nice fruity ume smell. Those are delicious. I don't know about it. Well, okay. I don't know about a gooey center, but it's not quite as set as the rest of the gummy, I guess. So it's a slightly squishier and not as tough center. But it's got a really nice flavor. It's got that very slight sourness to it that you would hope for from an ume plum. These are fantastic. Nanko Ume gummies. Might have to get Mana to find some for me. These are really good. Hey, Mr. Lion, doggo arrived. You're not a doggo. You're also a cat, Mr. Lion. What are you talking about? But welcome in. Not a big fan of plum, but you think that sounds awesome. Ume plum I like because it's a little bit more sour. And I love sour flavors. I don't really like cherry that much, but I love sour cherries. There's no cat arrive. Maybe we need to upload that to 7TV then, Mr. Lion. Maybe we need a cat arrive. Uru rice chips corn potage. The flavor of Japanese corn soup, also known as corn potage, is captured in these addicting bite-sized rice crackers. They look delicious. Corn potage is so good, isn't it? I love corn potage snacks. They have such a strong flavor. Looks like a little prawn cracker, doesn't it? It's like a thicker than a regular chip. It looks like a prawn crisp. It crunches like a prawn crisp. Oh my god, that corn potage flavor is so good. Oh man. It's like you got an entire sweet corn soup and you've just packed it into like one chip. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Yum. I gotta say, I'm much more of a savory guy than a sweets guy, I think. So it's always the highlight for me getting the chips and the crackers from these as being good things, especially like all of the senbei and the corn crackers, compared to getting like the chocolates and all of those sorts of things. Zeppin Caramel Almond Okaki. Bite into these okaki, which are fried crackers made with mochigome rice. This iteration features a tantalizing combination of almonds and caramel. Oh, we do have another one of those things. That'd be this bag, right? Look at these. These are huge. These are huge. It's almost like caramel popcorn. Got little bits of almond on the outside. You can see stuck on with the caramel. It smells like caramel popcorn. Mmm. It's like really puffed rice, but like a caramel coating. It's not too strong. The flavor doesn't last too much longer than just being on the outside. It sort of blends in and disappears once you've bitten into the whole thing. But it's like a slightly crispier caramel popcorn. I actually bought some caramel popcorn yesterday. Yum. I love caramel popcorn. The one thing I always dislike about popcorn is there's always slightly unpopped kernels, right? There's kernels that are partially popped. There's kernels that are unpopped. The unpopped kernels are fine because they just settle on the bottom and you don't really get them mixed in with anything. But the partially popped kernels are like, they rise to the top of the corn, of the popcorn, and then you bite into it and it's like way harder than it needs to be. Black sesame roll cake. Slow down your day by pairing your favorite tea with this honey-flavored sponge cake, filled with black sesame paste and white bean paste for a rich flavor profile. And after that, we have one thing left. You might be able to guess what it is from what's left in the box. So we have the black sesame roll cake. Don't know about caramel flavor. And again, it's a cake. We don't know how moist it's actually going to be. Black sesame is also a bit of a divisive flavor, I find. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes it's not. But it's always a really strong flavor. So we've got a roll cake with a black cream throughout it. Doesn't smell too strong. It doesn't smell too strong, which is good. It's got a Bit of a springiness, and the outside of the roll cake's moist at least. Yeah, I do like black sesame, just sometimes it's a bit much, you know? Nice and springy. Mmm. Mmm. It's a bit dry. And so it's sticking everywhere, not just the sesame, but the sesame flavor's nice. It's not as strong as a lot of the other sesame ones. I think it's got, because it's got chocolate in the cream. I would say white chocolate. It's let down by the cake itself though, I think. The sauce is, the cream is good, but the cake itself is a bit too dry. That's a little disappointing. A little bit disappointing. The last thing we have, not like the Castella, yeah, is a hojicha tea latte. So, I'm gonna look at how to make this. Let a sense of calm wash over you as you enjoy this hojicha tea latte. Hojicha is a type of green tea that's roasted, giving it a layered flavor profile. It's also low in caffeine content, relaxes the mind, and is highly fragrant, even when mixed with milk. Mix the entire package with 100 ml of your favorite milk. Serve the beverage hot or iced. Serve the tea before drinking as the powder will settle to the bottom over time. Okay, I guess I gotta go and heat up some milk. Luckily, my milk, I still have milk. So there'll be an ad running in a second. And while that ad is on, I'm going to go and make this latte. So see you all in just a minute. Don't know about this one, chat. I don't know. Got a little bit of a crema on top of it, which is nice. It's got a nice smell, but that's mostly the milk smell. Let's see. Bottoms up. Not really. Actually nice. That's really nice. That's really nice. Yep, okay. I love it. Let's put all that stuff aside. That was really nice. That was really nice. I'm not a huge fan of matcha, but I think I could just really appreciate a good matcha latte, you know? So what's next, guys? Well, done with snacks. Now we're moving on to building a keyboard. What have we got today? Does this look a bit chunky? We'll get the keycaps and the switches afterwards. But we are building an Iris from Keeb.io. This is one that I've had sitting there for a while. And I've wanted to build a split keyboard for a while. So this is a split keyboard. My first split keyboard. And what do we have in here? Let's block and chat. Thanks, bag. Box thing. We have got our PCBs. A little purple PCB. Yeah, I haven't built a split. I don't own a split. Well, I mean, technically I own a split. It's just not built. No, this is the first split. This is my first split. I have, what else? What have I built? I've built a GMMK Pro. This was my first keyboard. And this is a really nice keyboard. It's done me well. Fairly well priced. And that's my main keyboard at the moment. And I've built a Zoom 65 in the past, which is really nice, but a 65% is a bit small for me. I like the function keys a lot of the time, and especially having the tilde key, because I usually use tilde to do my Discord muting. So the Zoom 65 is really nice. I also have a bunch of, I have a Megalodon macro pad to build, and a cyberboard. That's sitting on the side too. We have a cyberboard to build. What else do we have here? Nice glittery sticker, Keeb.io sticker. Look at that. If you like your stickers, just chuck that everywhere. We've got some what do you call them? Shit. You know what I mean though. The knobs. We got knobs. Always good to have knobs. We have a receipt. Thanks for being awesome. It is you and folks like you that keep us going. Like your keyboard, we'll be here for you, bringing vibrant experiences and fun. Enjoy the journey of your build. Hey, listen, you made an amazing investment. Let's honor that devotion of yours by directing you to the build site on the reverse. This guide will give you the tips and tricks to make the process easy. This is bad news. Be careful of it. Oh, it's slightly bent. Avoid this. Oh, the thing coming off the back. Okay. Thanks for being awesome. But let's open up build instructions, because I'm not smart enough to build this without instructions. Well, I mean, I probably could, but I'd rather not fuck it up, you know? And then we have our plates and I assume foam strips. Yep. That looks like candy. Not really candy though. Don't eat it. View guide. Now this is this should be hot swap. If this is not hot swap, we're in for a very rude awakening. Let me just check. We bought that one with a hot swap PCBs for split ergonomic keyboard. Good. The purple PCB with a dark gray case. Now look at this. This is a really nice case for it, but whoa, these are chunky splits. Look at that though. That's really nice. Got a USB cord there, a USB port there. So these are where the rubber strips go there. Nice little Kibi IO engraving in the back there. Nice and subtle, really. That looks good. I like that color. The sort of the dark silver. I actually have a lot of purple keyboards because I have a Promise 87 purple to build. And I have a black diamond, which is black, but that's pretty nice. Pretty hefty, really hefty. It's a ortho layout that we're going to be building here. So let me grab my toolkit. The trusty iFixit. Let's go through here. We have the Iris Rev 8 keyboard. Wherever that is. Iris Rev 8 hot swap. There we go. Okie dokie. So build steps. We have the rotary encoder, which apparently needs to be soldered. So we won't be doing that one. We won't be doing much with the rotary encoders right now. They can sit on the side. Maybe we deal with them later. Maybe we don't. We have aluminium plates. No, not aluminium. They're just poly. And then we've got the foot pads. Then we have our PCBs here. I'm not expecting this one to be super complex, honestly. And in here we just have, they look like they're just rubber feet, but there's two other things here. I'm not sure what they're for right now. So first thing we're going to have to do, because we're not going to use the rotary encoder right now. Where do they fit in the PCB? The rotary encoder will end up here if I do put it in. which would need me to solder it in, which is why we're not going to do that right now, because I don't want to bring out the soldering iron today. We might fix that up later. We might just put it in and then just figure it out later. Oh no, it can go here or it can go up here, it looks like. So both of those have the 3 pins on the bottom and the 2 pins at the top. So you can put it either here on the thumb region, or you can put it at the top of the keyboard. But that one will be... Yeah, okay. That's interesting. That's neat that you can put it in different locations, though. Does it actually have hot swap points there? Yeah, it does if you're not using them. Okay. Ah, but they're reversed there. Normally at the bottom there, but those ones, of course, they're on the side. That's neat. Then we're meant to be able to put stabilizers on here if we want. Otherwise, they can be used as 2 switches instead of 1 larger one. So you can get 4 on the thumbs instead of just 3 if you want. So that has room to be either a 2U or 2 1Us. Neat. Neat. We might do 2 1Us at the moment. I don't know if I've got... Those might be stabs. No, they're not stabs. I have got stabs, but... Not sure what those ones are right now. Okay. Oh, this one has stabs in here instead. It could be pads, but they're too small to be pads, really. All right, here we have our stabs. But we might, because we might swap them out for the encoder later. I'm just not going to put the encoder in today. They are not, they are just clip-in stabs though. So while I would probably have to lube them, but, well, of course I will have to lube them. Much is obvious. That side's up the top. Yeah, it goes that way. They're quite chunky bars for these stabilizers they provided, actually. They're very chunky stabilizer bars. And they're going to sit far out, actually. Unless we put them through the bottom. You're wondering if you should buy some stabs yourself? What are you building? Okay, well, not that way for sure. What are you building next, though? Might make another TKL? Oh, yeah. Keyboard building's fun. You want to make a full white one? Oh, yeah. I'm not a fan of white myself. It's too dirty. I'm a grot. I'm a grub. My stuff gets too dirty for me to ever be able to invest in like a white anything. So then we can put current keyboard looks like Coke Zero. Unintentionally, of course, right? Yeah, it just clips in. That's neat. Clip-in stabilizers are pretty handy sometimes. Make the connection to sister went, hey, that looks like Coke Zero. This is why I don't get any white stuff, you know? Lightly colored at best. Which one's this? This is the right anyway. The right, I might not use a thumb thing encoder here anyway. Also, these are unlubed, so we're gonna have to replace these stabs anyway, I guess, at some point. And lube them down. Grease them up. Okay, that should be stabilized nicely. Never mind. We'll plug that back in. I'm horrible with this. Right now? Hang on. Oh yeah, you didn't make a connection to your sister went that. Can't believe you let it get that dirty as Fox without throwing it in the bin. Do you still have that one, or did you get... No, you still got that keyboard, right? Stabilizers are a pain in the butt, though. They really are. I get why we use them though, but they're still annoying. Okay, they're in. Let's not flick that out this time. Let's not worry about the other stabilizer right now, because we will swap that out to a encoder at some point, probably. No, actually, we will just do it. We will just do the other stab. We'll just do it. Get it over with. Inject some lube later. Okay, they're both in. They're both in. That's good. Don't fall out. We do not have acrylic plates, so we do not have to worry about anything there. Then we can add our switches, I suppose. Hang on. Does the hotspot plate not... screw in first? Hold up a second. Yeah, the 3M stickers are for the feet on the base. So does this... There's no difference between them, right? No. That doesn't seat down flush. So hang on. Let me just take a look. Okay. So let's put this back in then, I guess. Okay, those are in there snugly. Need a small Torx. A small hex, rather. Not Torx. That one? I think that one should do. I'm too uncoordinated for this. Too big? Too big, okay. Or is that too small? That's too small. Okay. There we go. Didn't take much for that stab to come back out. God damn it. The stab bar. Just stay in there. That is your home. We got a split. That's right. We're doing a split, Mega. These look like they're all the same length, so that's lucky. How's your hot drink? Nice and hot tea. Nice. What's your favorite type of tea, Megu? Oh, a lot of people don't like bergamot or Earl Grey. Don't know if you're one of those people. An adult and do some cleaning. That's fine. That's fine. You do Megu things. Okay, we have also got a rubber. Not a fan of floral teas? No, okay. And I think we also have to unscrew those bits. So let's first unscrew the other base. Not pull out the actual screwdriver head. No, that'd be horrible. We also drink Yorkshire tea. Just everyday black tea. Okay. I don't really know much about teas, you know? I tend to just drink my coffee. And coffee is just coffee. There's not much to go with coffee. You like your fruity tea? Oh yeah. There's a black loose leaf with fruity notes, which is really nice. Oh yeah. With freeze-dried cherry. Ooh. That sounds nice. That's your specialty when Megu needs a treat. I only really have tea when I've got a cold, because I just have tea with a lot of honey, black tea with a lot of honey. It makes me feel better when I'm feeling sick. Okay, then we need a smaller head. Probably this size. Or these bits. These look like standoffs. But no, I just have like heaps of different coffee flavors. I have a Nespresso machine, so a capsule coffee machine, which is just nice and convenient, even though it's not as good as barista coffee. But I get more flavors from it, and it's quicker. And there's still clean up, but there's much less of it. Or maybe those ones that look like a candy wrapper in the bag were like O-ring bumpers. All right. So now what we want to do is we have to put the switches in actually there to hold the whole plate together, is what I'm seeing. So what do we get? We get case with switch plates. So these are, we have either stainless steel switch plates or we can swap to FR4 plates. So these are optional. Okay. That makes sense. We don't have to use them. We can use fiberglass or we can use stainless steel. And hot swap bumpers, rotary knob, rotary encoder, and knob. Use them all at once. I was going to use them all at once, but now I know they're optional, Megu. So it's like, all right, well, which ones do I actually want to use now? All right, so let's grab some switches because they hold it all together. What do you think we're going to use today? Last time we used some tangerines. What do you think if we made kiwis? Which are the same brand as tangerines, but they're tactile switches. Or we could use some bobas, some nixies, which are also linear, bobas or zelios, which are tactile. Or we go with a clicky keyboard and use some jades. Because otherwise I was going to use these ones with my red Zoom 75, but it hasn't arrived yet. I think we'll go with the kiwis today. We're going to make a tactile kiwi board. Just trying to think, what other keyboards I got to build and what do I want to use them for? That already has switches. That one. Yeah, no, let's go with these ones. It's hot swap. So we can change the switches later. I'm not buying solder stuff. The only things that are soldered on this is if I use the rotary encoder. I don't know. There's no point getting a soldered one. They're all just like, honestly, cheaper versions of it because no one cares about a permanent one, right? We're going to start with our stainless steel plates though. So they're the ones that were pre-installed. They look fanciest, right? And if we just look at it, you'd either go the green with the black, but I think the green with the silver looks pretty nice, hey? The green's gonna add a bit of an accent to it. Does dye all the colors a bit, doesn't it? That's okay. So we'll start with this plate. Which is, actually we'll start with the other plate because that's the one that's got the PCB on top. At this point, you feel like solder is just a snobby little flex. Some people might use hot snoppers. Yeah, that's it. It's like there's not any benefit to having hot solder anymore. Maybe this. The one thing I'm looking here is this stabilizer bar meant to go over the top of it? That's a bit of an awkward position, actually. I suppose that works there. But I'm worried that that's going to like brush against the actual steel with the stab and cause some sound. Switch dies, no worries, just pop them out. Exactly, that's the biggest thing, I think. Do I want to, when I am hitting this one, do I want a one switch here? Or do I want to have two switches here? I think I'd like the extra switch, to be completely honest. Because I don't need a fat space bar or anything. I'm actually going to get rid of the stabilizers. I think they're just going to get in the way and be annoying. Have I ever desoldered anything? Yes, I used to do a lot of electronic stuff. It is not fun. It is not fun. I do have a soldering iron, like a good soldering iron too, but it's also a pain just to set up and clean up and everything. We're gonna go to anti-stabs. We are anti-stab here. Anti-establishment. We ain't doing no 2Us here, just a 1U until we remove it and solder in an encoder somewhere. It is nice that I can put the encoder in 2 different places. So if I want to, I can solder the encoder into here or here. So it can either be on the thumb, which is really nice for the right side, I guess, or it can be on the top where you've got it on a normal keyboard. So no stabs. No stabs here. We don't believe in stabs for a split. All right. So take the steel plate. It's gonna be a heavy plate though. And what's the orientation of them? Ooh, they're north facing. North facing RGB, okay. All right. So these ones basically will hold it onto here. Hey, Derry, I am indeed. How you doing? Welcome on in, my dude. It's been a while. We are building an Iris split keyboard. Let me actually bring up the link for them in case anyone's interested in looking at them. What we are building is one of these, an Iris split keyboard, and they have some fancy PCBs and stuff. I'm good, dude. I'm good. I'm glad to be back building another keyboard. It's been a little while. I had a lot of fun when we made our Zoom 65 a couple of months back. Now let's just check all of the pins. Feels weird doing these 5 first and not like actually having it sitting down somewhere that I can rest it on. That pin's a little bent. We have a lot of keyboards to build coming up. Lots of keyboards to build. I have one that I'm going to unbuild and build from scratch because it came assembled, and I'm going to disassemble it and build it. And it's a really nice looking one and feeling one. I feel like what I should do is actually ignore their instructions and do the switches one at a time. That one is not seated properly there. There we go. It's nice that these are also factory lubed. They have a good feel. They have a really nice feeling, these Kiwis. I'm a fan of Tacticals. I really do like my Tangerine linears though. They're the only linears I've used, but they feel really nice. I like the feel of my Zoom 65 better than my GMMK. But I like the amount of buttons better at the moment. Okay, those are all lined up. They're all lined up. Just cross your fingers, guys, and pray that we don't fuck any of the switches up, because this is a bit of an annoying way to put this together and hold it together. So we hold it top and bottom and we go Boom. 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 Like we are... I don't know, clicking together a sandwich or something. Okay, that one is... Let's get our switch puller. The problem that we were always going to have with doing it this way, the way that it wants us to, is one switch. If it just has one switch has a pin that bends. But is that bent? No, but I did catapult that one out. Not bent, okay. So this sort of sandwiches together like that then. The plate looks to be pretty flush. So the switch is actually offsetting the steel plate from the PCB, which is pretty interesting. What we might do is just grab a USB cable so we can do a quick test. So we'll just plug USB cable in there and plug that on in. I have a USB dock just over there with switches, so. All right. Look at all that light. They're all slightly green tinged because of the tangerines, but that's all right. Should be an online switch tester, right? Well, let's just see. That one's probably escape by default then. That should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one works. That one works. QWERT. That one should be control. No, that one should be... Should that be Z? I feel like that one should be a Z. No, that one is a shift by default. So if I go shift... Yep, okay, that one works. And that one's Windows. Nice, that works. Okay, great. All the switches are working there. Let's unplug it and do the rest of the switches then. Lights are off now. We got our pretty little Bear keycap switch puller. The Wuche Studio Bear. And I got my little Bear keycap switch opener as well. The pin is not bent. So let's do the rest of the switches. Let's go. Careful with them though. The plate was too far down there. Because I don't want to put pressure on the plate. I want to put pressure on the switch itself. Okay. I guess this is why you do it when it's in plate form, right? Instead of when it's there, so you can get better pressure on it and not damage the switches or the PCB. Because if you have it fully installed, when you put pressure on here, it can push the PCB, right? I haven't got north-facing switches on any of my keyboards either, so that'll be interesting to see. The RGB effect is a bit different with north-facing. Because you're looking at it from the south for the keycaps, right? Not from the north. So unless, I don't know, you flip your whole keyboard upside down and then you do it like a split keyboard like this, then they're all south facing, I suppose. The green's interesting. Green with gray, I'm not too sure, but you won't see too much. It'll affect the RGB a little bit, but they're really nice switches. I have them on my switch tester fidget toy that we got here. You can see we got the little Kiwi here. And we got a copper here. We got a jade clicky. I think that one's a boba and a tangerine. I got an orb, a ball of switches. It's great. That's my only fidget toy. But it's the best kind. Hang on. Switch is slightly bent. That's better. If it doesn't go in smoothly, it sort of indicates with a little bit of resistance that the pin's a bit bent. So I was going to use these with my red one, but it's not going to arrive for a while. So we might get some different keycaps for that when it gets here for the Zoom 75. It'll be the only red board I ever own. I just wanted to do it for the theme. But I'm not a huge fan of red myself. Black and white with red, absolutely, I think looks great. But red itself, not a huge fan. It's too angry color. That's why I wear blue boy. Such a stinky color. That one might not have gone in properly. We'll check that one later. That pin's a little bent. So I was watching some of my friends play Lethal Company all day. They're going for like 6 hours. Seems like a really nice, really cool game. Might play it at some point. Might do a debut week thing, you know? Where we stream like almost every day, because I'm still raiding in Final Fantasy, but almost every day. These two I have to set. Do we have a date? We have an unofficial date. A date that I have not yet revealed, but will soon. Does this one not have RGB on this side? Ah. I'm working on my announcement video, Megu. And once I've got that done, then I'll announce it. But there will be an announcement in the next week or two. Oh, hang on. Did I put that in the wrong way? Hang on. Switch puller to the rescue. Negative. I put that in correctly. It gives me a week or two to work on my video, which is not going to take too much. I know what I'm going to do. I just need to actually, you know, do it. You know how that works. But I can tell you it's by the end of the year. Okay. And so that should really give you one weekend. that really works for timing. It will be this year. And it will be not during a holiday. All right, let's check them. Let's test this key. Wait, that's the wrong one. That's the one that goes between the splits. Never mind. This one. Oh, look at that. Flashing lights. The green actually looks pretty good there. That might change what switches, what caps we're going to use then. All right. That's what I wanted to do. Close that, close that. Go here. All right. All right, let's check them all. That should be tab. I think. Hang on. Go back. Tell me here. Okay, so if I go, that is tab, correct. Q, W, E, R, T, A, S, D, F, G, Z, X, C, V, B. Win. And I have to set that one. Control. Yep. Enter. Good. Oh, it does have that one set normally. Okay, great. And home. Okay, great. All those keys are working. Excellent. We got that one done. Now, we're not going to add the O-ring bumpers. I don't think we need those. We are going to reassemble the case now, which is the other plate, this one. Hang on. Is that not sitting flush? There we go. Oh, it's obviously because it's being raised up by the switches because they're not flush. Of course, that makes sense, doesn't it? It makes complete sense. So let's put these little standoffy ones on. It's not completely tighten them yet. The company does look really fun. You really want to try it? Yeah? What if we had a day off stream where we just play some games, Megu? No stream needed. Don't need to stream it. We can just chill out, hang out, play some games. Hey, Mouse, how you doing? Welcome on in. All right. Now we can tighten the sand off. I'm pretty good, pretty good. Nice. I'm doing pretty good. Having fun building another keyboard. Haven't done it for a while, so I'm excited. Look at that. Doesn't that look pretty schmick? The green looks a little out of place with the plate though, doesn't it? Just a little bit, I think. Then we get the bottom of the case. Put in our silicone. Oh, it's got a little ridge there. That's cool. Did that come with the O-rings? Maybe that's what's in this one. This one has, looks like a little candy wrapper. And Hero are both like, are you sure? You know it's horror, right? We should have a scene of it. It's like 90 people laughing. So you feel like it'd be okay? Yeah. I mean, it is a lot like... Ooh, those are tiny little O-rings. Look at those little baby O-rings. Look at that. So tiny. Okay, so we might actually do that with the O-rings. They're there. We're still screaming to get spooked, but it's not like it's fully immersive horror. Yeah, it's not like it's... I mean, did you ever play Phasmo, Megu? No Phasmo? 'Cause I think it's pretty similar to Phasmo in terms of the spooks. That's what I would expect anyway. Little baby O-ring goes on standoff screw. Like so. Like the concept of Phasmo. Ah, that's fair enough. Because it's like the spooks are basically the same, right? But the theme behind it is different in Lethal Company. So instead of going out there and exercising ghosts, you're going out and you are looting, I guess, a planet or something for resources, basically. You won't be a silly little spaceman? Well, that's the big part, isn't it? Is that even going to hold itself there? I feel like it's not really going to stick there, but that's okay. About to start working on your brother's room. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Mouse. Hope you have a great day. And we just lost one baby little O-ring. Well, shit. I sure hope there's a spare. They're tiny and invisible. Look at the size of that thing. It's non-existent. It's Berber. So I'm gonna put that through here, like that, and then another one on the other side. Belongs to the Abyss now. Yeah, pretty much. It is gone. We paid our last respects. The little baby O-ring that is not coming back. I don't know if I'm even going to bother going on the ground to look for it, to be honest. I think it's just gone. It's in the back rooms now. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe we'll find it if we play, but that's not going to happen to me. Hang on. Let's see if we can just feel it if I rub down the ground. Nah, it is so gone. It is so gone. It is not coming back. Our baby little O-ring, you're free now. Free! Find a better life. Did someone say spares? That's not happening. I feel like we should put it on the other side of the screw then. The side that's touching the actual plate, the actual mount then, instead of on the bottom of it. If we're gonna put it on one side, I feel like above is more important. Oh no, you silly screw. Why must you magnetize? Okay, now we can tighten it up. Yeah, I feel like at least the O-ring being on the top half of the plate is what's really important. The bottom half of the plate is just with the screw. So while it's doing something, I don't think it does as much as on the top half. So I feel like these O-rings are one of the things they should have given spares for because they're so freaking tiny. So like if you're going to give spares to anything, it's got to be the O-rings, right? Now let's put the feet on here because we've only got one more little bag of O-rings. It's this one for the other half of the plate. But now we can put on the feet. Little tiny 3M rubber pads. God damn it, stop dropping everything. I am a menace. I need to like put like a mat underneath my desk so that when something does drop onto the floor, it drops onto the mat and I can just scoop it up instead of lose it among the carpet. I think that's probably a wise decision for me. And that way I don't have to go hunting for everything when I drop something. Because I am too uncoordinated to trust myself with tiny little things like this. Carpet devours everything. It really does. You just can't find it. It just falls into like one of the fibers. And the carpet that we're getting at my new place is really plush. Like it's thick. So if you drop something, it is not going to be found in the forest. All right, we got all the rubber feet on it. It is going nowhere. Just with the weight that it already has to it, it is not really moving. And now we don't forget this. That's important. Huh. What's with that square? Oh, right, because there's a USB there. Okay. And kapow. Now we can screw it on. Except that's a different sized bit. Because of course it is. Oh god, you get to the bottom of that matcha latte though. And that powder is just dense when it's all fallen to the bottom. That's where it gets a little unpleasant. Should assemble your cat keyboard on stream when you get, yes, you should. That'd be amazing, Megu. You have keycaps and switches already, right? I remember you got switches a lot earlier, you just hadn't built anything, right? I'm glad, because when I sent that to you, I was like, oh. Yeah, matcha sediment. Yeah, that's right. I was like, this is so Megu, but I don't want to feel bad for recommending something you can't get. But then you're like, I've already got it. I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm glad you've got all that stuff sorted out now too, so. I spent like 6 hours this afternoon applying for jobs. here is the capless keyboard. It's got a nice little slant to that side, so it's not quite flat. I could get used to it. I do use my keyboard a lot when I'm using it with one hand on an angle. So let's move on to the other half. Let me actually just throw this cup in the sink. Put on the paper, 3 split payment. Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, I have one keyboard that I've been following for a year. I'm like, it's a really pretty keyboard, but also I don't have the money right now. So I'm like, it's only going on sale for like a day. And I don't know when it's going to be done because they're only making like 50 or 100 units. And I'm like, I really want it, but do I have the money for it right now? Not when I don't have a job, really. Sales set for like today or tomorrow. And so it's like, can I still get it? It's not cheap either. It's like $400 fucking US. So I'm like, I probably can't justify getting that. I probably can't justify but getting that one. Unfortunately. Let's go with, we need to, wait, where did I put the metal plate? Here. Everything faces north. But that's all right. I have enough keyboards and it's a nice one, but I think nicer ones are coming out anyway. It's just a nice Alice keyboard. And I have a really, really nice Alice keyboard coming, which should ship this week actually. So we got an alpha coming this week. It kind of sucks not having the expendable income at any particular time now. But that's all right, I'll have a job soon. And then we'll be able to get nice things again. There we go. Okay. Let's fill out the rest of these switches. Actually, I don't think that one went in properly there. But do you know when that keyboard's going to arrive for you, Megu? It's not going in straight up. Let's try just a different one for now. Not really clipping straight into the plate. This is cozy. I'm glad, Willow. How you doing? We're just here vibing, building a keyboard. That's one of the things that always gets me with keyboards, actually, Megu, is the whole group buy and pre-order nature of it all. So it's like, even if you pay for it, it might not arrive for years, if it even arrives. You're doing good. Just eating dinner, working at a different store this week, so you got home later. Oh yeah. How's the different store going for you? I hope it's nice and comfy there still. Although you get home later, that kind of sucks, but... This way. Hey, Gary, you're late. Excuse me, miss. Class started 2.5 hours ago. You might have to have detention. It's a lot smaller and less busy. And the 2 morning dogs didn't show up, so it was almost boring. Oh, do you do dog grooming, is that right? You brought everyone waffles? Ooh, thanks, Gary. I have matcha latte for you. You do dog grooming? Yeah, nice. That sounds so good. I love dogs. I love cat. I love all animals, to be honest. Originally said end of September or early October, but you did get an email saying there were issues with the PCB manufacturers. The due date's been extended. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the whole thing with group buys is I have a keyboard that's on group buy as well. Megu? Just one, actually, that's on group buy. The rest of them are technically pre-orders, I guess. But it's like, you never actually know when it's going to arrive for real. And the same thing happens with keycaps, keyboards, switches, desk mats. All of it. It's just... We talk about pre-orders in games and stuff and how sick of it we are because they just use it as an excuse to reduce quality. And then you got keyboards are literally, custom keyboards are literally all pre-orders of some form, and Kickstarters and Indiegogo campaigns and all of that. And it's just, it's so strange coming from video games and then getting into keyboards and going, Jesus. On that note, I do have 2 Switch sets coming soon that were Kickstarters. So that's exciting. Literally the only things I've ever Kickstarted, actually, are these 2 keycap sets. I got some, what are they? Ore keys. The stainless steel, or are they stainless steel? Anyway, metal keycaps, full metal keycaps. And I got some transparent amber ones, not the Pokemon ones. Pokemon ones, those sound great. Mine are just plain old transparent amber supposed keycaps that looked really cool. And then after I kickstarted them, I realized that there's actually like a dozen different types of the same looking thing. And I probably didn't need to kickstart that because it doesn't seem like it adds anything special now. I wouldn't mind making like a character board at some point. Like, I do have plans to make a Diceal keyboard, right? Like a blue one with, hopefully I can get some keycaps that are like a stormy effect and like blue and gold, basically. So these switches are C equals 3 tangerine, not tangerines, kiwis. They're the same brand as the ones that do the famous tangerine switches that everyone loves, except they are tactile switches. The escape key might in fact be a burb. That's right. All right, now let's get these tiny fucking O-rings out and pray that we don't lose one again. Because look at them, they are... I don't know if they're even big enough to show up on the... So I have another keyboard base arriving next week, right? Because I have a Wooting 60 HD, the optical keyboard, that I want to move to a different base. And so I have the base arriving for it next week that hopefully is a nice deep blue, not like a bright blue. Yes, these O-rings are fiddly. I don't need to use them, but they're here, so I will use them at this point. And then if I decide that they sound better without it, then we can... You didn't see anything. Then we can ditch them. And then it doesn't matter that I lost one. So like my GMMK Pro is blue and gold themed, right? Like this is kind of blue and gold themed, but I'm not a huge fan of like the blue keycaps here. So that's one of the things that we're gonna change on a different keyboard when I make the bird keyboard, the bird board. And then maybe we make a pink one and we make a Megu board at some point. Then we got a purple one coming up. Another purple one. We had the blurple one, and there'll be another purple board as well with purple caps. That's the Geary board. The red one's obviously the Mia board. Obviously. What color would a Mr. Lion board be? All the Ebstys keyboards, that's right. And what color would a Yumi board be? Would a Yumi board be red too? Yumi also red? What color are you, Mr. Lion? What color are you? Are you a red or are you a blue or are you a purple? Mr. Lion, but no, you'd be a gold, I think. You'd be a gold. Like a lion's mane. Wait, this is the wrong piece. A pure gold keyboard. Gold to rival Trump's golden toilet. That's a real thing. Yeah, this is aligned to be a gold and blue board too, because it'd be a hydration board, right? The H2O board. A water-cooled keyboard. And it has to be a long one. It has to be a full keyboard because it's stretched, right? But it also has to have like the tenting in the middle and be like an Alice base, right? Which has the split keyboard that's like this, because that's all your posture getting right. Then we got the stretch, the posture, and the hydration. That's Mr. Lion's keyboard, I think. Let's tighten these O-rings up. All right, now we're up to the stickies on the base. All right. Don't drop it on the PCB and numbnuts. Maybe it's only meant to be 4 on each side. I've only got 8 of them. I don't have the other 2 rubber bases, so let's just put 4 on each. I've only got 8. Oh no, I'm just blind. They've just blended in with my desk mat. I'm just stupid. They're right here. Shut up, Gary. You shut up. I have no judgment at my old senior citizen eyeballs. Already cleared P9S and prog P10 to turrets last night. Oh, nice. P10 is something else. What was everyone saying? P10 is actually a 3rd floor fight, but they put it as the 2nd floor. Did even pot in P9. All of the current tier fights are really low on the DPS check, which is incredible compared to the other one. My static died on P10, but that was because we were a week and a half. We were 2 weeks in, and it took us too long to clear P9, and I just decided I just couldn't be bothered with raiding in a static this time. And people just like going backwards in progression when we were in P10. So I didn't clear the tier. Just fine. I think the weird thing about the 3rd tier in the Savage and what I've felt this time is there's no real motivation to do it for me. Because the previous 2 tiers, there was the ultimate to go, right? Where I want to get my best in slot to go and do the ultimate. And we needed that to go into DSR, to go into top at that time. But when we've got this one, it's like, well, I mean, what? What do I do afterwards? Oh yeah, no, raiding with friends is definitely the way to go, I think. I raided with a bunch of people I didn't know and just Circa. I joined Circa's group and that was great. They were cool guys, but for a group that wanted to clear a floor a week, they didn't really have the mentality to take it relatively seriously, you know? No luck at that. Okay. All right. Before we put on the keycaps, we're going to go and test the buttons here. So, do I have VIA here? Yes. I need to find my small USB that goes with it that I can't locate. There's meant to be a very, very tiny key USB that comes with it. I can't find where it is. So we're just going to use whatever fits right now. We also offered a reward for Fizzy's death. TB last night. 2 people won because it was a group effort. Tank ran onto Fizzy, but then the healer rescued them to make sure Fizzy couldn't run. And what was the bounty? How much did you pay him? Okay, look at that. Look at that. Hang on, I think we could do a different angle. The quality's probably lackluster, but... Whoa, that keeps popping up. Why did I go Steam? That's not what I wanted. Go to here, go to... If we go... Alright, I want to do that because... Auto white balance on and... Okay, we can't change the color. It's quite yellow on the screen, but that's fine. Now let's see if we go like this, we can get a different perspective with a worse camera. So we have a second camera set up here. You almost saw my face. That would be an unexpected face reveal. Let's go back here. All right, let's not do that. You got leg reveal. Yeah, leg hair reveal. All right, now we go to Via and we check this out, wherever it is. I can't see my screen right now because of my phone being in the way, but that's all right. Give me a sec. VR. Saw my leg. No! I want to capture VR. All right, let's see if we can find our little machine. Or errors. All right, searching for devices. No, I don't want the Zoom 65. No. So how do we check out the guide for remapping? Well, what if I just go, but I don't want that. Reconnect it. Expose, not my thighs. Or errors. Clear. Look, I don't care about the GMMK Pro. Go away. Plug. Plug. Searching for devices. VIA Promo Preflash support does not have encoder remapping enabled. That's fine. Check the VIA usage guide. Is my keyboard supported? It better be. It better be. What if we launch the web app? Will that work? Authorized device. Iris Rev 8. Okay. We change this. Here we go. All right. Look at that layout there. Let's do a key tester. Escape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is out. 0. Okay, 9. Oh, Switchy was a little bent. A little more than a little bent. Oh boy. Our boy's crushed. That little boy got a bit crushed there. He a bit crimpled. Ooh boy. Let's see if that can go in properly now. Negative. Okay, we're gonna have to use a different switch than that one. That one's pretty dead. That's why we have a big bag of switches. And it's in. Backspace. We can play some music. QWERT. YUIOP. Left control. G's there. HJKL. Hey Bogo, stream's good. How you doing? Shift ZXCVB NM. Okay, that one's dead too. It's like this middle row is a little rough. How you doing, Bogo? Watching Worlds? How's that going? I'm not really a big League enjoyer. Oh, come on, get out of there. There we go. How crushed was this guy? Not at all. Why did that not work? Oh, maybe that just wasn't seated properly. Wait, is that not mapped to anything? No, it should be. No more, just because Faker's in final, you see? Okay. It's hard to get these switches out. That switch is mangled. It's not an important key on the keyboard, but still sucks to have a key missing or not working. Let's go back to let's refresh it. Hey, Mithy, how you doing? You lost your lock, so your key is bored? That's unfortunate. Hope you're having a good day, though, even if it's all lost. The, Let me just... Oh, it's in the wrong plug. That particular switch might be damaged on the bottom. It's not the switch's problem. The PCB might be damaged. Because the switch went in cleanly. Let's test the rest of the keys. Good time. Maybe it went in. Clearly isn't making contact. Yeah, it's possible. I'm going to take the case apart because it's not bent, right? You can't see that because I've got that on in the way. It's not bent, right? You can see those pins are actually still perfectly aligned, right? So it's not like it didn't go in cleanly. But let's just test the rest of the keys. Okay, that works. Not that one. Those two are both not working. Are they not set to anything, maybe? Oh, they're set to function. Oh, that's fine, I guess. And that one's set to, okay, that's fine. So this is my function key. Okay, that's fine. So these are working. It's literally only that one that's not. Is this ergonomic? Yeah, it is kind of ergonomic. It's the Iris split keyboard. It's from Key.io. So I'm just going to have to get in and just check. It's just this one key. So we'll just have to check and see if it works when it's not in the case is 1. And maybe then that just says that it's not making good contact, but You're looking for a case right now? Nice. What sort of keyboard are you looking to build? Because I am getting a new case next week for my Wooting 60HE as well, which I will be building that one at some point. I don't know when. I got a whole bunch of other keyboards to build and stuff. Got a lot of stuff to do. Next week might be Lego though. Yeah, next week's gonna be a Lego day. What do you think, guys? Kind of hard to find more than an extra function key. Oh, you want an extra function key? Like one on the left, or I think if it's a Lego day next week, I think we're gonna make a Lego table tennis table. Because we got that, and I mean we have the SNES, but we can do that later. Like a whole row. Oh, you mean you want like an extra row of F keys, so F13 to 24? Yeah, there's not many keyboards that will have that, are there? Okay, so it was this one. The hot swap socket looks fine. The hot swap socket looks fine. Doesn't look like there's any damage on that, see? It's not popped out. It's not desoldered or broken off the solder there. So let's just try and push it in here with without the plate force. All right, I felt that go in there. Let's give it a check now. We're not gonna put it back together. We're just placing it on the plate. Yeah, you don't see any keyboards that have that whole function row anymore. Hey, interesting. Be keen to see if you do find one. Actually, I think I saw one recently, but it was a big chonker of a board. Like those things get massive when you got F24. What if... Let's remap that to O for now. No, it just doesn't work. What's that glowing thing? There's a keyboard, Orkin. No, this switch is just dead. I mean, there's the off chance that when I put it in just then, it pushed out, but it's gonna suck if I have to like get a replacement part and desolder that. Because look, the switch came out cleanly. What else can we try to see if we could do that? Do I get a... You know what? Actually, I think there's someone else we can try without the switch. I think we can try and jump it. Yeah, I've done that. I tried... This was the first switch, and then I tried a second switch in it, and it didn't work. I could try a third switch. What we're going to try is actually just to jump the... We're going to try and just jump the actual points. Theoretically, that should be able to work, I think. If we jump them on the back. Yeah, if I bridge them on the back, you can see it, or you can hear it maybe. That triggers on the next one. But that's not triggering at all when I bridge those. That works. That does not work. If I jump out down here just where the solder is, that should also work. That works. That does not. And that one does. No, the PCB's dead for this particular switch. PCB's dead for this one. That's unfortunate. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to resolder on a new hot swap port there, because even bridging the solder is not working. So like you can see if I bridge the solder here to here, not even on the port itself, on the solder, that works. You can hear it working, right? But if I do that with this port, it doesn't work at all. That sucks. That really sucks. I'm gonna have to raise a support ticket. That's unfortunate. What key is that meant to be? It's full stop too. Full stop. That's not something I could just not use. I can't just not use the full stop. The period key. Oh, we put the switch in there. We put it all back together. At least we've tested every other key. Every other key works, I guess. We'll just have to raise a ticket with them. and then figure out what they want to do, whether they want to ship out another PCB or something. It'll be all right because I can just set the comma with a function key to step up to full stop, right? And then I just, instead of doing full stop normally, I just have to do function full stop, which is not too bad. Or I could just move it to a different key, like on my thumb. Like I could move it to here, for instance, instead of having Alt there. And then that would be fine. Or instead of having this as a second function key and the left function being what seems to basically be Shift, but it's still a pain. So I asked for proof. I'll just send them this video. That's exactly it, Megu. It's all recorded. It's all tested. We'll clip it and ship it. It's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? This is why you test your switches, you test your stuff before you put your caps on and everything, so that there's minimum stuff to actually have to disassemble and reassemble to test it again. Same with when you're building a computer. Test it all up before you put it all together and do all your cable management, because if something works and you have to uncable manage it or bring it out of your computer, it's an absolute pain in the ass. So what's the, you found yourself a second function row keyboard, did you, Mint? Did I put one in there? Well, there's none there, so it must be all of them. Piece you found was a 173% keep. Look, I've seen a lot of like these monstrously big keyboards recently. It seems to be the fashion now is these massive chonkers. Like, well, why don't we type off here? 175. What is percent is Shift? That is not it. Percent is, oh yeah, Shift is that one. I was right, it was 5. 175. It's hard without the keycaps on here, but we'll figure it out. Y O A R R D 175% keyboard. Go. Hey, we managed to type that. Hyper 7 B4. Oh my god, what is that? Holy shit, dude. That's something else. This isn't a keyboard, this is a control center. All right, guys, this is what we got here. All right. Can't show history? No, but Control C, Control V. This is the keyboard we're talking about here. What is this? That's something. That's not just a keyboard. Is that the one? You wouldn't be able to fit it on your desk. Nah, you wouldn't. That's not just 175%. No, it's not on screen. I just put the link in chat. But I could put it on OBS actually. What is this, guys? What is this? Is that the one, Mint? Hyper 7 R3. Oh, yours is the R4. Jeez, is that even bigger? Because the one that I had seen recently, there were a couple that were grouped by. There were ones that had like a massive extra bit on the side that just had no purpose. So this is one that I want, but that's super expensive. $1,300. We're all right at the moment. What was the other one? I feel like I saw it on here. They got more Promise 87s in stock, which is nice. Oh, no, it's not here anymore. That's all right. But there was one that had like just on the side of the actual keyboard, there was like just a massive blank space with nothing else on it. And it was like, why are those big chonkers so popular these days? I don't understand. But you know what? Some people have some taste. Oh no, that's all right. That's all right. We could Google it if we want it. That's just way too big for me. I can't really do with like a numpad keyboard anymore. I'll just have a macro pad if I need it for a numpad that I can just pull out, plug in and do that stuff when I need to. I have a Megalodon to build. So it's keycap time. What sort of keycaps are you thinking with this, guys? We've got completely see-through. We've got smoky black see-through. We have reverse pudding caps that have like black outside and a clear top. I was gonna do I don't think clear is going to work too well with them. We've got... All right, so we've got these ones, which are reverse puddings, right? So they've got see-through top, or like pudding top, but they have the typeface on the side. So like if we were to put one on here, they'd be a bit like that. So you can't really see from the top, but see from the side. And because they're north-facing LEDs, it might show up a little better, but you can see it's only really showing at the top, not so much on the bottom of it. Or we got... See, because I've got the green switches, it changed my mind about using these Mikas a little bit. We have my Angry Meow Glaciers. Which I don't know if I want to use these here or use them on something else. They're like a black see-through. Kind of like a crystal look. They could be all right. How do those look with the green? They're probably not too bad. The light shows through them quite nicely. They're always going to be hard to see the legends on when you've got like see-through ones though. Or these ones were a real cheapy one, actually. I don't know if I'm going to use these for anything, actually. Some of them are nice, though. Maybe we send them to someone else. They're just completely clear. We got a relatively basic typeface to them. Completely clear, centered typeface, pretty basic. Kind of cheap construction. I don't know that they look very good on this. Can't see them. They're going to be like invisible. That's why I don't think I'm going to use them on anything really. A clear clap would work with a black 3D painted legend. Yeah. 3.0 painted legend. I think if it was fatter, like a thicker, bolder typeface, it might work better. But it's a bit narrow and doesn't really show up too well with the RGB there. But I might use some of these on some macro pads because they have some interesting novelties. They've got cats all over them. Okay. Like look. We got just cat. We got meow. We got all sorts of cats on there. I think they'll look nice on a macro pad, but I don't think I want to use them on anything that has like any RGB. It's just that the clear typeface is a bit hard to actually see on anything. The clear cap with the black typeface. But these were a really cheap but they're also kind of a low quality set actually, which was a bit disappointing. I thought they'd be higher quality from where I got them, but that's all right. GG go next, right? That's how we go. And the last one that I was originally going to use, but I'm not so sure about it with the green switches, is when I can close this one up anyway. Why is this one not closing? So the problem I think with clear caps and with the black clear caps as well is that the stem for the keycap actually really shows out with the RGB below it. Like you can see this spacebar, right? How visible those stems are below there. And that really shows up with the RGB reflection. This one has got like 4 paw print keys though, so that's why I think they'll be nice on a macro pad of some form. And the last one that we got, the one that we were originally going to use for this, but I'm not so sure because of the green switches, is the Mika, which is our good old Papa switch, which is a nice black and gold and white. So it might still work nicely. I don't know. The green caps are a bit interesting though, the green switches. So I'm not sure if that will go well here, but like because of the size of everything, we might not be able to use them. Do we have a 1U tab? We have a 1.5U tab. We might get in a bit of trouble with that then. We don't have the 1U sets for it. We have end and all of that. The arrow keys. About novelties for it. And we have a couple. We have like a ball. We have a 2U dog. We have some 1U paw prints. So actually, you know what? We're going to go with the Mika here, I think. I think this will be nice. Look at all those alts we have. Clumsy old me. Dropping everything everywhere. We'll go with this set. We'll go with this. We'll go with the Mika. We can always change it up later. So we'll see if it works well with the green or not. We can always change the switches or the keycaps later. So let's go and place some letters and numbers. And then we'll see how it looks. I think white still looks good. And black's pretty neutral. It's just sort of the yellow with the green. But we might not be able to use too much yellow because of the sizing of the caps anyway. Because everything here's got to be 1U. The Fs. Why am I getting the F keys? I'm not really feeling it with the green tint. Not really feeling it with the green tinted switches there. No, we're not going to use Mika for this. We'll use that for my Megalodon later. With the macro pads. That's unfortunate. Oh well. We're going to go with the glaciers. We're going to go with our smoky blacks, I think. I think that will turn out nicely. Hopefully we have the 1Us where we need them. We'll figure that out later. We've got a whole bunch of 1Us here, but not really any... It's tough when you're doing small keyboards like this, where you've got limited size options. Got quite a few 1Us that would work there. Yeah, I think we'll be all right with these. Use these. Even the Alt's not 1U though. These at least will look good with the green, I think. Because they're fully lighting up still. It's going to be interesting getting used to using an ortho keyboard. Also, it's a 65%, so I don't really get the function keys as well. These caps are pretty nice, though. Better construction than the clear ones. Probably quite prone to scratching, though, I would think. Let me just look at the layout, make sure I get that kind of right. Here's where my fumbly fingers come in great. At least they can't really do much damage at this point. Maybe we take some of the proper clear ones that have the paw prints and stuff and use those where we don't have enough 1U for like the space and stuff here. That might work well. We have a mix of clear and smoky clear. It does look pretty nice with the glacier, with the black glacier caps. And I got another set of black smoky coming with a different sort of typeface from Oshid Ampers. They are coming soon. Well, ideally. Oh, I pressed that to remap. No. Yeah, okay. So green works pretty well with this. I think the blurple with the tangerines didn't work so well to me RGB wise, because the tangerine keycaps sort of made everything look very orange with the RGB, and it threw me for a loop when I was trying to change RGB colors because everything was orange. I was like, why is everything orange? Does this RGB not work? No, it's because the keycaps themselves are actually, the switches themselves are actually dyeing them a color, you know? Those don't have a key. Oh, it's less than a 60%. It doesn't even have plus and minus. Okay. So, yeah, 1.5 U's are not going to work. So we're done with this set there then. Because we got to get just 1 use for the rest of it. And that's where we're like, well, do I have enough keys? Do I have the right keys here in this set? And I may not have enough 1 use in the Glacier Black to do what I need to. Actually, I think we have escape on the other one. Yeah. Okay, so do we have a 1U tab? No, but this actually, yes, that is a tab button. One use shift? Just control. Has the wrong... profile as well. There. Keycap pullers are weird. Keycap pullers are a weird design to me. That's the wrong profile as well for the alt. This profile should be better. Yeah, okay. We are a bit lacking in them. We want the higher profile, the lower profile? Higher profile for caps, for control. Thanks for the hydrate. How you doing, Tato? Welcome on in, dude. It's a backspace. We also have a delete key. So some of these we might rearrange anyway. So having some blank ones is probably good. It's a good profile. That should be that's currently a shift, control shift. Window. Yeah, day's going pretty well. Day's going pretty well. We have a function key here. And we put it that way? No, that should go the other way. Do I want it that way? Or do I want it facing that way? Or even inwards? Day's going pretty good. We're building a keyboard. We've had our snacks. We've built a keyboard. We've got one button that doesn't work, which is a pain, but we're gonna have to talk to the designers of the keyboard to figure that out. But other than that, it's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. It's going to be a bit more like that. But that's maybe a bit high. Do I have another home? That's the right profile. Don't actually have any one-use shifts on here at all. That is a spare B key. Whoa! Hey, Rain, thanks for the resub, dude. How you doing? We don't have any Windows keys on this, do we? Huh. Oh, that's the right profile. That's good. Is it? Can't really tell. Up arrow is our shift key. Hey, average Lord Dislike. How you doing? What do you prefer to be called? Do you prefer to be called average or Lord Dislike? Can't sleep, so here we are, up early. Hey, you're always up early, dude. You all good? We don't have a Windows button either, so I guess a code button works. Wait, why is enter there and not... No, I want to swap those around. This should be a spacebar. This should be enter. Split keyboard's looking fancy. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's coming along pretty well. Got the nice crystal look. That control's not right. It's not the right profile. Don't know if we have one that's the right profile, but you know, that's all right. What else do we need? Enter. We don't have an enter key. If I just use down arrow as space, maybe that works. Very lacking in one use. That was what I was wondering about here. They don't like average Ford cars. They don't like Ford cars. Too smooth brain for that. This keyboard would be too complicated for you. It might prove to be too complicated for me. I just wanted one, you know? I wish there were a few extra one U's with this. There's so much space for extra keys they could have had given to us, but no. So I don't have a one U shift. We might have to get the cat keys, guys. We might have to get the cat keys out. They're not as pretty as my black ones, but we might have to get some cat keys out for the one U spaces. That's a bit unfortunate that we can't make it pure, but so what might we do? I mean, there's not too many that we got to do. It's had to be a control. They're all not the right size there, so that's fine. I guess there's some... Oh, those are space bars. They're not going to work out for me. They're not going to work out for me. You can't even see what's on these ones, really. But there's a lot of just cat novelty marks. So that's what we're going to probably end up with here is cats everywhere. Like these paws. You probably can't really see it very well, but there's a cat paw on it. I don't know. The profile's very different, actually. Very high profile there. Should be a... Actually, that's a top key, isn't it? Profiles on keycaps are weird. Profiles are weird, man. This one straight out just got a cat on it. But can I fit with that profile somewhere? Not particularly. That profile's not gonna work comfortably for my fingers there. Cats are out. The cats are banned. No cat keys for today. We're gonna have to figure out from just what we've got here, what we've got available to us. It's all that we've got. So enter and right arrow are basically the same thing, right? Yeah, I can do that. Spacebar as well. Basically a down arrow, right? I mean, more the opposite, but anyway. Window key. I'm just going to go with a B. A spare B. Hey, Yumi, how you doing? We need a control. I have two controls. They're just the wrong profile for this particular position. Oh. It's a bit low. Oh, no, it's this key's the wrong profile. The tab is the wrong profile. That's what it is. Tab is the profile that's not going to work. You going good? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. I wish that this entire keyboard worked, but there's one particular one that doesn't. Unfortunately, there is one button, one switch that just will not work. It's the actual PCB beneath it is dead. Will this work as enter instead? Wait, isn't that meant to be the profile there? No, that's a... Isn't that the same profile? Not quite. Nah, that's not gonna work. Ah, it's so annoying trying to use 1U keycaps. Actually really annoying. If this was just a little bit wider and let me use 1.5U for those side ones, just a little bit, it doesn't need to be much bigger. It would have been much nicer. So what else could we do? I mean, the alternative is always just change what the actual button does. But because that one's a really low profile there. So the control's actually fine. That one's fine there. That's actually just a menu button, a macro button. That one's fine to do this then. Right? Yeah, that's the right profile. We just want a 1U tab Damn it. Where's our tab, guys? And there are 1.5s left for what I need. It's annoying also trying to get the right profile. Because the top keys have like a flatter profile and the rest of them sort of like curve down and then up and all sorts of weird shapes for them. So 2 keys left. An enter key, which can be a right arrow. No, space should be right arrow. I mean, it looks like it's a down arrow now, but that's fine. That's fine. So we could actually just swap those to a... we could do that. Do I have a 2U spacebar and a 2U enter? That's what the stabilizers are for, right? I do not have a 2U enter, just a 2U space. 3U space? Huh. Annoying. Quite annoying. Just gonna put this there instead of tab for now. That'll do. We'll know it's tab in our hearts, guys. Wrong profile again. You suck. Feels weird with the wrong profile. Feels so weird. We needed it to be... This'll do for now. End will do. We're also going to change that. That's window. It's another B, but it's window. That's what it means. I put code there. Code here. And we knocked our alt off. But there we go. That's all of them now. That'll do for now. And the nice keycaps. I just wish that there was a bit more variety in them. So there's our keyboard. Our split keyboard is done. It's going to take some getting used to actually using it. Because I have no idea where all the keys are. What about lighting? What about lighting? What can we do with lighting for it? So right, we can swap the encoders to here anyway, can't we? They can go there, that's right. Let's grab our wrist rest. That doesn't really work well for this. Wrist rest's a bit constrained here. Layouts, macro, key code, brightness, underglow effect. We can just go to show design tab. Yes. Can we just go there? Lighting. Let's go color, light, all off. Let's go all off for now. Okay. No lighting. It actually looks quite nice with no lighting, right? You got a little bit of green reflection coming from the switches underneath, but actually looks quite nice with no lighting and with those glacier caps. Like a little bit more shiny than your normal keycaps, but you can definitely see the fonts on them, and they show up really nicely, don't they? Look at that. It's actually weird that it looks like it should connect like that, but in fact, you want to use it more like this so that your hand's more angled this way. Yeah, I think we might make those a 2U later. We might do that. The encoder can go here and here if we need to. We can figure that out later. What if we go with just... So everything sort of gets tinted a bit green. This is now on pure white color. So because we got our kiwis underneath, pure white shows up very green. Actually looks quite nice just in a bright green like this. Actually works quite well with the keycaps and with the base. What about alphas in brighter green? Alphas and mods in brighter green. Well, that's just everything then. Brightness down, brightness up. Ooh, having it just slightly bright is quite nice. Having brightness way down, so it's just a little bit illuminated below it. That's actually a really nice effect with the green, actually. I'm actually quite a fan of that with the green. Don't have many green boards. And it's nicer than having an actual green shell, right? What about if we go rainbow? No, I don't really like many of the moving effects or the effects that change. They're just distracting. I like a green gradient, or at least none of the ones that move quickly. Turn the effect speed down and then go like... That's all right. Or like... Just a bit of breathing green. Or strobe light green. I do think green is the way to go just because the switches are just going to make everything green anyway. So might as well embrace it and go green, right? Like this is blue now, but it's going to come out pretty... Still got a bit of a green tint to it. It's actually not too bad though. But a dark color doesn't show up too well here. Like a razor acid green. Doing a light blue actually comes out quite nicely. What about red? What about if we go bright red? Does a little bit of green tint. No, I'm not a fan of that. Yellow definitely goes green. Green is more green. Blue is more green. Ooh, actually. Like a purpley blue for a sea green look. That's nice. What other effects do we have? Okay. I don't like a pinwheel. What about jelly bean raindrops? We're just going through all of the different lighting settings that they've got on here. Digital rain. I imagine that's like a Matrix look. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's always Matrix, isn't it? Pixel flow. Just picking random different colors though. Welcome back, mouse. Oh, you got back just in time for a coughing fit. And for the finish of the keyboard. Actually, I like the reactive look. And a little bit of a slower look. So it's got like a bit of a splash when you click it. All right, we're just going to go with the multi-wide. I like that splash effect. I wonder if you can do it as a second layer. Not really. Okay, well, why don't we try... a typing test. First test is, can we even get there by typing with our keys here? It's a good question. So let's get to monkey type. All right. How well can we actually go? Mean space more good follow M-E holy shit. Who those this is pointless trying to do that. Can I? This the complete look. I could probably play XIV on this because all I use is WASD. I use a Naga with the side buttons for actually using skills. So all I would be doing is WASD on this, and then this, and I wouldn't even need the second half here. I would just use this. That's why I like having a razor works all right for me. But it's going to take a lot of getting used to. My monkey type got... shafted. Got shafted. Let's just... How do I do this? Hang on, I just need to crop the top. Whatever, doesn't matter. You get the picture. This is not going to go well. "21 words per minute." 21 words per minute. So, not going well on the Monkey Type. It's going to take a long time to get used to a split keyboard or even an Alice or Ergo layout like that. But why don't we do a bit of a quick sound test? I'm going to pause the music for a second. See, can you guys hear this? Actually, I'm hitting the mic a bit, so let's try this. I don't think you can hear it at all. So let me try something else there. Might have to just turn the filters off for a second. What about, you can hear it now, right? No, still can't. Okay, I mean, we're going to have to figure out how to do my keyboard ASMR, because that's clearly not working very well. What if we do manually turn all of these off? So that's, yeah, the sound's not as good as my Zoom 65, but this one just sounds fucking phenomenal. I mean, if we just listen to this one for a second. It's a really unfair comparison, isn't it? It's just so much nicer. Maybe we'll have to try it without the O-rings. Maybe we'll have to take the O-rings off this and try them without the O-rings later and see if the clack's a bit better. Maybe we try with the fiberglass plate instead. But that is a massive, massive difference. That was a Zoom 65. This one here is a Zoom 65 with tangerine switches and Blurple keycaps. And it's Blurple color. Look at it, it's got the nice shiny PVD plate that already has fingerprints everywhere. Gross. How dare it get fingerprints on the nice shiny PVD plate. This is why you always keep a microfiber cloth on hand. Because look how hot that is. The Zoom 65 is a really nice keyboard, really cheap too. Well, not really cheap, but it's quite well priced compared to some other ones. So anyway, we're done with the Iris for now. I'll be playing around, trying to get a sound that I do like. I do think the keycaps themselves probably have something to do with the sound on this one, because they're sort of like a smoother, and they feel a bit different as a plastic is, because they're not like the same double shot. This is a very different style of keycap to make it clear, but we'll try without the O-rings, we'll try the other things, and we'll try and figure out how to get our damn button to work, because it's fucked with your tiny keyboards. Hey Fable, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out and lurking. Yeah, you don't need to pop up all the time. But yeah, I mean, am I going to use this keyboard much? I don't know. I think it's just fun to have one and fun to build one. At least something different, something to go on the wall, maybe. Who knows? The learning curve's going to be absolutely absurd, but we do have some Alice's and stuff coming, so that's going to be something. Hey, Chibasta, how you doing? But we're going to probably wind down shortly. Just hang out for a little bit. You got the first redeem? Yep, you got the first redeem because people are lazy at claiming first, dude. No, you've been here all along, that's why. You were actually the first one here, you know? Yeah. Interesting keyboard. It's my first split keyboard. We'll see how it actually goes. I'm going to get very, very interesting trying to type. My monkey type is usually at about 100 words per minute when I'm using any other keyboard. When I'm using this, because I'm trying to go, wait, is B on this side? B is on this side, because I don't type normally. It's like, how do you type with a split keyboard? I don't really know. It's going to take a bit of learning to figure that out if I do. But, you know, these sorts of keyboards are always good for your wrists, because your wrists on a normal keyboard are like straight and flat, which is a bit turned in, a bit turned out, which is bad for your wrist. That's why you get so much carpal tunnel and wrist problems with a keyboard normally. So if you're like playing Final Fantasy, you're better off actually tilting your keyboard a bit so that your wrist is a bit like this. Maybe not all the way. It's a bit easier on your arms, on your wrist. And that's actually how like CSGO players and stuff do that, because they're like all up there with their mouse and then their keyboard's just like on WASD only. And so they're just like on a hyper angle like this. Almost like, because they've almost actually got their, well, you almost saw my face. They've got their face like right up to their screen. Easy to reach some keys, but also you can't really use your wrist as much to get some of the other keys, because you're hyper. What's that one? That's pronation. I don't know. Reaching, so you use your elbow, but yeah. Let's use you're a millennial and you had classic keyboard, drilled in a monkey brain since I was like 7. Yep, same Fable, I know. That's why I got one of these to try it out and see how it goes. I've got an Alice keyboard coming. That's going to be great. What if? Hang on, I'm going to unplug this one now because we're done with that. For the moment, I'm going to give you guys a quick sneaky peeky. Actually, no, we're not. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a proper surprise, the other one. But yeah, I mean, we're probably still going to stick with my GMMK a lot of the time. It's the GMMK. People who are in the mechanical keyboard Reddits and stuff will poop all over your GMMK Pros, but it's a really good board, a really good entry board. And compared to a lot of the stuff that you can get from group buys and stuff, baiting you with a surprise and taking it away. Snooze through the blues while it's blowing your nose. No! Hey, Chizzy, welcome in, and thanks for the follow, by the way. All right, Megu, fine. You're very, very quick, sneaky, all right? how do I want to do this though? You get That's it. That's all you get. If you missed it, you missed it. But that's something we're gonna do later, a bit later, probably, you know, just after debut, you know? That'll be exciting. It looks fucking fantastic, don't you worry. You get to live vicariously through me. You're looking away. It's unfortunate, Moose. That's unfortunate, Mouse. Ugh. And you guys better not clip it. I'll live your dream for you, Megu. You can live vicariously through me. But we're going to do that just after debut, I think. That'll be an exciting one to do. But we're going to wind down now. Thanks, everyone, for joining us for snacks. We had some really nice snacks from the Boxy Box today. And a lot of fun building that keyboard. A lot of problems with the keyboard. But, hey, problems bring solutions, right? And that's what we're all about. We're going to be back on... What have I got on the schedule this week? We'll put out a schedule tomorrow. I will be on... Not Monday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday. What is what noise? It might have just been my fan, because the... Is that better, Daiso? No, I had to adjust my microphone. You might have heard a sound from that. Is it fine now? Should be fine now anyway. I'll be on... I don't even know what the date is. We're rating 23rd. I'll be back on Friday. We're back on Friday. We'll probably be doing something else on Saturday as well. So it'll be only a couple of streams this week because I got a lot of raiding coming up and I need a bit of a break. But I will see you all on Friday for something and Saturday for something else while everyone else is out on Thanksgiving. We're going to go on and raid... We're going to go and raid... Who are we going to go and raid? We're going to go and raid Hero, who is playing some Satisfactory. So we go from some key building to some insane planetary factory building. Have a fantastic rest of your day or night, guys. I'll see you all on Friday. Have a fantastic time. Catch you.
Using a few more machines than I should be, just to make sure that they're outputting the correct numbers. Daisil! Hi Daisil, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What were you doing? We get a shout out for Daisil, please. Oh, it's Lion!
Million 358 resubbed for 13 months. Burbraid.
Burbraid. Welcome in, everyone. Hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Hiryu. I'm a variety streamer. I play basically whatever the fuck I feel like at the time, and we're on a bit of a factory kick at the moment. Seems like my mods are asleep, so. Why does my at keep switching between